Hi, Eleanor. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for coming on today. Eleanor, can you share a bit about your background and your health condition?
Sure. So I got married about 6 years ago, and we really wanted to start a family right off. We had dated for 10 years prior, so
Oh,
this was
wow.
always in our plans. But we had a lot of trouble conceiving at first, and then once we would conceive, we would end up losing the baby. So we had several miscarriages, and we went through all the kind of like Western medicine stuff. Like we got checked out at the doctors, we went to IVF clinics, and all the tests came back normal, saying
Yeah.
that both of us perfectly normal. So, we really don't know what's going on. So I started kind of delving into the more Eastern medicine, more holistic types of approaches. And I found Dr. Wu on a Facebook group, and there was a mom that recommended him because her daughter had had trouble getting pregnant, and after 4 months of Dr. Wu's care, she was pregnant and she had the baby. So
That's
I
amazing. Yeah.
contacted, yeah, and it was kind of a blessing. I mean, it sounded like everything we were looking for. So I contacted Dr. Wu, um, and I started drinking the herbal tea. First, I had to send some pictures of my face and my tongue, and he kind of instantly diagnosed that like I had a sluggish liver.
Oh,
He could tell
interesting.
that just from my face, yeah. And he asked questions like, are you sleeping regularly at night? And I said, well, gosh, no. I thought it was just sort of anxiety. And he was like, no, your face is telling me something different. So he was able to kind of send me this tea that was tailored to what my face was telling him was a problem.
Right.
And we were pregnant, gosh, within like 5 or 6 months of drinking the tea, and
It's
we
incredible.
just gave birth 2 months ago to our little
Oh
boy.
my
So
goodness. Congratulations.
thank
That's
you.
amazing. Wow,
Yeah.
that's so it only took 6 months to make this happen. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
we had tried for probably 3 or 4 years prior, like
Three to
all
four
the,
years. What
yeah,
did what did the other Western medicine doctors prescribe, or how did they help you before
yeah.
or
So
attempted to?
they did a lot of blood work, and again, the results came back fine. They kept talking about putting me on these prescriptions, but when I looked into the prescriptions, there's always, of course, tons of side effects, you know, and I didn't want to delve into something that was going to cause other issues either immediately or later on. And some of these
Mhm.
prescriptions were kind of scary. It says like could cause birth defects, even before the
Mhm.
baby was conceived. And it kind of, I don't know, it turned me off. And I was
Yeah.
like, there has to be a better way. There has to be a different approach that's going to be better for my body and better for my baby.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm really happy that you found Dr. Wu. What was your experience like with him overall? Like your
It was
patient care
amazing.
experience?
It was very efficient.
Okay.
I'm a busy person. I work two jobs,
Oh,
and
wow.
you know, we wanted to have this, we've been saving up so we could have this child and I could stay at home for a little while. And I was looking for something that would be efficient because I had tried all of these other things that took years out of our lives,
Hmm.
that didn't get us anywhere. And so, Dr. Wu was extremely kind. He was very personable. The result was amazing. I mean, 6 months to get pregnant and have
Yeah,
the baby, like, that's just incredible. So
right.
it
And
was
you
really a godsend.
and you did was it the IVF before?
Yeah. So we had blood work done by IVF, and we had like all these, I had to have a surgery, like an egg retrieval surgery, and they were like, "Oh yeah, your eggs look great," and his sperm was fine, and all these different, invasive procedures that you know, ended up not coming to fruition. And we did have an embryo um, made and inserted, and that one, it failed, unfortunately.
Um,
So yeah, I mean, we tried a lot of different things.
yeah, I
And
get that.
Dr. Wood seemed to figure out, I don't know, I mean, I hate to say the word magic, but for us, it was magical. It really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's phenomenal. It's awesome to hear it. I'm sure there's many women that have been trying similar to you and they just don't know where to go.
Yep.
But besides efficient, it was also pretty safe for you, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I asked him too, is this something that's gonna, are there side effects? Because that was
right.
another thing I had looked at with the Western medicine prescriptions. And he said, no, no side effects. He said, you're going to sleep better. You're going
Yeah.
to feel better. You'll have more energy. And, it kind of helped. I don't know if it was directly related, but it kind of helped with some of my anxiety
Oh,
because
wow. That's interesting.
we had a lot of, we had a lot of trouble. And
Yeah.
so having I just calmed me down a little. I felt like I was in good hands and I felt like I was on the right path. And it turns out we were right.
That's awesome. I mean, it sounds like you were able to really integrate this as a part of your entire lifestyle too. As you mentioned, it wasn't just about getting pregnant, it was also somewhat calming your entire nervous system with this herbal tea. What other treatments did you do? Were there other treatments besides the herbal
um,
tea?
I did some acupuncture, which
Okay.
he recommended too. He said that would always be helpful. Um, but that's really about it. I mean, I had
So
been eating
simple, right?
healthy. Yeah. And I mean, the tea, I drink it twice a day. It's really easy to make, it comes in a easy powder form. So I could take it when I was traveling for work.
Right.
Um, really simple and easy.
Yeah, it's amazing that the simplicity of the Taoist Chinese medicine is there, but it's also very powerful because look at what it has delivered. And I think the audience don't really grasp that just yet.
Hmm.
What
Hmm.
would you say to someone that is hesitant of trying TCM?
I would say to just do it. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, my advice would be to just jump into it. Just do it. There were no side effects. It was so simple and easy and it works. Like
yeah,
it was a miracle, honestly. I mean, I'm an older mom, obviously. We started trying when I was 30 and
yes,
it took a while, but with his tea, I mean, with this kind of medicine, it took 6 months. So it really
that's
was.
incredible. And this is your first child?
It is, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, very, very inspiring story. So how do you feel today overall? You don't have any more anxiety, obviously. Do you feel more hopeful that if you do go for a second child, things will come along?
Oh man. Well, him being 8 weeks old, I don't know if we're on number two just yet, but
Yeah,
um,
we'll wait for
I
a
would
bit.
say, yeah. I actually contacted him again a few weeks ago and said, is this tea safe for breastfeeding? Can I
Okay,
get some more? So he's sending me some more that's kind of tailored towards me and my baby. He asked, of a lot of questions like, is it a boy? Is it a girl? So
right.
he really tailors the tea to our specific needs and
And your
um,
body, right? Your body type and your energy type. Yeah.
yes, exactly.
I mean, I find it amazing that he spotted out your sluggish liver
Yeah,
as the root cause. I mean, did that ever even enter your mind?
not at all. I mean, and I live a pretty healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
I work out, I eat well, the occasional pizza, of course, but
Uh-huh.
I never would have thought my liver was a
I
problem because
know.
like I
How
don't
would you even think that really,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, all the blood work, came back fine, which is
Oh,
what the doctors were all
interesting.
saying. So it was really kind of eye-opening that he was able to kind of
Spot that.
diagnose. Yeah, yeah.
That is very interesting because he was able to spot that pretty quickly, immediately, and then you did all this blood work and they didn't see anything?
I didn't see anything. Nothing.
Yeah.
All normal. That's what we
Ques-
got. All normal.
Questionable.
Yeah.
Wow. What an awesome story, Eleanor. Thank you so much for sharing this. So,
Absolutely.
lastly, do you have any words for Dr. Wu?
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Um, I would say I owe you my firstborn because that's how much it means to me, but I'm keeping him. So
That's a big one.
that is a big one. No, we feel very grateful for Dr. Wu and his work, and I will be forever indebted to him.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for sharing, Eleanor. And we will have all the details of how to find Dr. Wu in the caption. Thanks so much.